So I know the World Cup was a few days ago, and I'm late, but let's talk about it. So first of all, I want to say congratulations to Spain. But before that, like I just really want to get on Argentina's ass. Like for 120 minutes, them niggas did absolutely nothing. That nigga Dibu Martinez had the game of his life. You know what I'm saying? 11 saves, and I feel like Spain got kind of lucky in a way because if you think about it, like Dibu Martinez, Martinez, Bono, and Donnarumma. Those are like the best penalties shot stoppers in the world. Them niggas, if it went to a penalty shootout, which we were 8 minutes away from going to, it would have been over. I feel like Spain would have lost on penalties. But, shout out to Dibu Martinez. He's the only Argentine player who ever actually tried. And I see some people online getting on Messi's ass and the nigga was kind of buns in the final, I'm not going to lie. But, I feel like he really didn't get the ball because, first of all, Argentina didn't really have the ball most of the time. And second of all, whenever he did get the ball, I believe he did. I think he was all right. Like, he wasn't the best, but, he's doing, his little long passes and shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he wasn't doing that bad. But Argentina as a collective, them niggas was trash. Now let's talk about Spain. Now Spain... So the first goal was disallowed. It was Nico Williams. He scored. And it was disallowed because an Argentine player flopped. I forgot who it was. It was a defender. He flopped and then they called off the goal. Yeah. And then secondly, I think it's been a minute. It's been like a few days. Argentina gave up a great position after Emi Martinez did another save. Nico Williams goes in. He hits that bitch back. And then Ferran Torres is left wide open. Out of everybody in the motherfucking world. Like, I thought Luis de la Fuente was crazy whenever this nigga took out Mikel Oyarzabal and put in Ferran Torres. I'm like, what is this nigga doing? This nigga Ferran Torres, El Tiburon, the goldfish, my nigga. This nigga is always selling. This nigga could have a wide open net. And this motherfucker will still miss. So I was thinking, what is this nigga doing? This nigga ended up scoring that bitch. The most important shot of his fucking career. The most important shot of his life. This nigga scores that to give Spain their second World Cup victory in extra time ever. They're 2 for 2 in World Cup finals because of El Tiburon and Nico Williams. All this nigga is like the Spanish Marcus Rashford after Marcus Rashford became washed. It doesn't make any sense to me. Oh my gosh, man. This is crazy. Like, football makes no sense. Like I said in my first video, I said I would have preferred fucking Argentina to go back to back. I know that's crazy, but I would have preferred it, like, over Spain winning. I know it don't make no sense, but you gotta look at it like this. Like, you got all these niggas saying that nigga Lamine Yamal is the best fucking youngster ever. This nigga didn't do absolute shit in this tournament. Like, let's keep it a buck. This nigga did more in the Euros 2 years ago in Germany, where I felt like Germany got hold. This nigga did more than that in the Euros compared to what he did in the World Cup. All this nigga did was score against Saudi Arabia. That's it. And all this nigga need now to complete football, nigga need a Champions League. He need a Champions League and he need the Ballon d'Or. And then after the World Cup, them niggas is trying to say, oh, Lamine Yamal. I remember them saying like Messi, like after a certain point, I think it was after them niggas beat Switzerland, they were like, oh, Messi is like the favorite to win the Ballon d'Or. I really didn't understand that because this nigga plays in the MLS. Like, I know, like, back in, like, I think it was, like, back in 2009, 2010, Neymar, like, when he played for Santos the first time, he was top 10 in Ballon d'Or ranking playing in South America, playing for Santos. So you can make the list, but to be the favorite, like, this nigga Messi had a phenomenal World Cup. Speaking of fucking phenomenal World Cups, Mbappe had a phenomenal World Cup. Jude had a phenomenal World Cup. I don't know how this nigga Rodri won player of the tournament. All this nigga was doing was back passing and shit. Like, I just don't understand. But and he got the best player, like the fucking whatchamacallit, the Ballon d'Or too that he took from Vinicius, and then the best player of the tournament for the Euro too in 2024. I didn't understand that either. But and now this nigga wants to join my team. I don't want this nigga there. We don't need that nigga there. We need a striker. You know what I'm saying? We need a motherfucker like I would take Sorloth, you know what I'm saying? Budimir, a tall striker. You know, maybe we can go to Norway, my nigga. Try to see if we can get the next coming of Holland. Bring that nigga off the bench, you know what I'm saying? It would be fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need that aerial presence. We need a Joselu replacement. We never got a Joselu replacement after Mbappe came. But man, it's so much shit I want to talk about. But no bullshit. We really, I don't know what the fuck is going on with football, my nigga. At least we had Cucurella as a Real Madrid player win the tournament, but because he wasn't registered for Real Madrid, whenever he started the tournament, he was registered for Chelsea. They're trying to say, oh, Real Madrid didn't have any players on the team that won the World Cup. That's bullshit. The day that this nigga won the World Cup, that's all that shit matter. So I just don't know, man. But speaking of going back to the Ballon d'Or, that's fucking crazy. This nigga Messi was number one for a minute, and then now they're trying to say like it's gonna be like a top race between Yamal and fucking Kane. I feel like the Ballon d'Or is an individual award. The best player in the world. It should go to either Harry Kane or Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe, this nigga had the La Liga Golden Boot, UEFA Champions League Golden Boot, and he also had the World Cup Golden Boot. He broke the record for most World Cup goals ever in just 3 tournaments. And then Harry Kane, he did all his shit that he did with Bayern, my nigga. Why the fuck is Yamal in the conversation after he won the World Cup? This nigga didn't do not a damn thing. This nigga did as much as me and you at home. And we was watching this nigga. That's crazy. Man, this shit crazy as fuck. Man. Man, Ferran Torres scoring, becoming the superior player of the match, man of the match for the World Cup final, my nigga. The same nigga who always be missed. This nigga made the most important fucking shot of his life. We dead ass in the end game when it comes to this football shit. Like, nothing makes sense anymore. Nothing makes sense no more, my nigga. What's next, man? United gonna win the Premier League? PSG gonna triple? 3-peat? Back to back to back? UEFA Champions League? Trying to tie our record? Fucking damn, my nigga, this shit ass. Like, Real Madrid need to win some fucking trophies, my nigga. This shit buns.